Hi, I'm Sangeeta Narasimhan. I'm the marketing manager for Ingenico ePayments in the UK. I'm very delighted to have with me Gertian Diwale, my colleague from the innovation team at Ingenico. Gertian is the innovation lead for online payments at Ingenico, and he works a lot in testing and bringing payment products and interesting innovation pieces into the market. Hi Gertian, thank you for
Hi.
joining us. How do you feel about coming to internet retailing in the UK? Is this your first time?
Yeah, so it's my first time. It's been great being here so far. I think it's really nice to be able to sort of connect with our UK customers, to connect with the UK market, which obviously is a key market for Ingenico. And it's a market where as well, in terms of innovation, a lot of things are happening. So it's nice to be here and experience a bit.
Excellent, thank you. So I just seen your keynote just now, and you spoke about 4 corners of global payments.
Yes.
So can you just summarize that for us? What
Yes.
should UK retailers should be looking for if they're looking to expand overseas?
Yeah, so indeed, I talked about the 4 corners of global payments, which on one hand is obviously the geographical side and expanding to the 4 corners of the world. But in my view, the key takeaway of my talk was to really look at it from a consumer view and take not only the 4 corners of the world, but really the 4 corners of consumer experience. Offering those local payment methods and those local experience, offering a great user experience on mobile, on desktop, offering an omni-channel experience and more going into that omni-channel direction, and lastly, doing more beyond payments around offering engagement, loyalty, etc. So really not only look at it from a geographical expansion point of view, but look at it really from a consumer point of view and bringing a great consumer experience tailored to the local market, but putting the consumer first.
Excellent. I think that was a really good message that when you think of international expansion, don't just jump into localization, but think about, put the user in the center of the
Yes, exactly.
whole expansion plan and think about what that might look like for a user in China versus a user in Brazil, a user in the Netherlands. So that's really well brought out in the presentation. Can you talk a bit about innovation in payments? Because it's really a buzzword these days to talk about fintech and payments. So what's the latest then from Ingenico?
Yeah, so we obviously see a lot of trends happening in payments. But what we try to do with the innovation team is we try to take a broader step and not look at the payments market per se, but look at the e-commerce market or the online economy in general and think of what are interesting trends that we see, how can we take them, bring value to our retailers and connect them to our payments value proposition. So take one example, chatbots. Automatic interactions in messenger apps like Facebook Messenger or WeChat. It's actually a trend that's been in the internet for a while.
Yes, it is.
What we're looking at, how can we actually enable commerce on there? So taking it into that payment dimension and taking it into a commercial experience.
That's very interesting. So you have introduced chatbots in the market.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we can see today in the stand here at Internet Retailing?
Yes, so absolutely. So we'll have a couple of regular product demos. We also have a demo of our chatbot solution, so you can try that out yourself. I actually have something that we're launching today at IRX, which is our gamified checkout. So instead of just doing a normal checkout flow, and as a retailer you do a discount campaign, for example, you give a 10% discount on your products, we actually allow you to turn that into a game and to give your customers a 1 in 10 chance to win back your basket. So it changes how you put your marketing message. It's a very fun interaction and typically from our study works really well with customers. I mean, it boosts average transaction value up to 25% because people put stuff more in their basket because they want to try to win the game. So we have that today in a demo on our booth, both online and at our terminals. So you can play on our booth and you can even win some prizes from our customers.
Yes, I've seen some exciting prices there as well.
Yeah.
So my final question is, with so much focus on innovation in payments, and we have people all the time coming to our stand asking about Apple Pay, messenger bots, and so many innovative things that are forever coming in the market. Does innovation, what kind of innovation should retailers pick and choose?
Yeah, so I think two things there. On one hand, it's important to find something that connects with your brand and the sector and the countries you're in, because some things might work better in countries than others. Take, for example, chatbots. That typically works really well with a retailer scenario or a travel scenario. For other type of use cases, it might not work that much. Maybe they need to look at other channels. So it really look at what works for your perspective and for your business. And secondly as well, look at how you bring value to your customers. How can you bring a good, valuable user experience? Taking the example of Apple Pay, Android Pay, that works if you can integrate that in a nice user experience, if you have something that can help boost conversion for you. Same with chatbots. What makes a chatbot successful? If you can enable an end-to-end journey there. If you not only do product discovery, but also payments. And that again is something that you need to see, does it fit for you or not? And as always in innovation, for me the first thing I would say is try it out. The best way to try that out, and we put a lot of focus on that in the lab, is actually talk to consumers, talk to merchants. Rather than theoreticizing it on your own, go out there, do a focus group, talk to people and see how they interact with it.